Hello and welcome to Consciously Awesome Living here on Soulivity TV. I'm your host, Sheila Applegate, manifestation life coach and the creator of Consciously Awesome Manifesting Adventures. And I'm helping you to design the life you deserve, and you deserve the life you desire. So we've been focusing on each episode, we're taking an aspect of an something that will help you to manifest some of the most essential aspects of what you need to do to manifest the life that you desire. And we began with imagination because we can't create what we can't imagine. We talked about that. Everything we do starts with imagination. It's the way we are made up. So if we haven't taken the time out of our mundane, maybe we're going through life and we think, oh, I just got to do the next thing, the next thing, and the next thing. And we don't take time to step back and say, wait, is this the life I want? Is it the one I imagined? Maybe think about what you imagined as a child and review that to help yourself create the life that you desire now, beginning with imagining. Then we talked about beliefs and upgrading our beliefs to a fluid beliefs, new beliefs maybe that we have chosen to help us in the next phase of our journey. Now, one of the things that people focus on most, or maybe that get stuck on with beliefs, is around finances. Because in our world, money is associated really on a visceral level with survival. Because when we were out, like in the old days, before money became the currency that everyone used, we would be in tune with nature. We would be able to go outside and get shelter from the trees and, find our meals in nature. And so our survival wasn't tied to that piece of paper or that coin or the electronic funds, right? It was something that was natural and a part of us, but we did still have survival instincts. We needed to get to it. We needed to have enough resources. Now, all of those things, shelter, food, and anything to do with survival or joy, is put into the pocket that we associate with money. So a lot of times when people begin to focus on the life they desire or consciously create what they want in life, a lot of times people start with, I want to win the lottery, or I want to make this much money. But money itself doesn't do anything. People say money doesn't grow on trees, but it really is. It's a piece of paper made out of cotton. So it is a part of nature. It is something that's in nature. But if you went out and picked cotton, how much cotton could you use? Your life wouldn't be dependent just on that. Same with the coins, right? They're minerals we may want, and metals we may want, beautiful stones that we pull out or metals that we pull out of the caves in the earth, but that wouldn't be everything that we focused on for survival. It would just be one little aspect. But now we've confined everything into money. So it becomes sometimes a block that makes us think, well, if I had money, then I'd have the life I wanted. Then I would do this. Then I would go on that vacation. Then I would get a new home. So we focus on that and we get blocked. And that's why we're taking a whole episode just to really talk about getting in the flow with our finances, because there are a lot of beliefs that have been placed on you about money because that's what our society does. Right? So you probably from an early childhood, either your parents were risk takers and you learned to let your money flow. Maybe you had so much money you didn't think about it. Maybe you didn't have a lot of money and so you were feeling lack. Or maybe you didn't have a lot of money, but you felt abundance. So it was creating a life that had more freedom for you to experience what you want. it's important to go through the belief steps, the evaluating your beliefs around money. That is an essential part. Just really kind of pour everything out, evaluate them, see if they still match what you want. And then let's think about some of the most common beliefs in our society, because they definitely affect us, right? So I mentioned money doesn't grow on trees. That that saying means you can't get a lot of money, like it's hard work to get money, or it's out of nature. That could have a few different things, but it usually means not enough. And these are just cliche phrases, but they're infused with money, or infused with money ideas, and that sometimes restrict us from it. Um, Another common one you probably heard is money can't buy happiness. And at the core, it's trying to tell you that whether you have a lot of money or you don't have a lot of money isn't going to determine whether you're happy, because there are certainly plenty of people who have a lot of money who are not happy. And there's plenty of people who don't have money and are very happy. So that, in that aspect of it, that's true. But money can buy happiness. It doesn't essentially buy happiness, but if you are hungry or you can't feed your kids and then you do have money and you can buy food for your kids, that's going to make you happy, right? Or if you have enough to send your children to dance or to that camp that they wanted to go to, that's going to make you happy. Maybe if you wanted to be a philanthropist and have a lot of money to put it towards the projects that you think will better the world, that may make you feel happy. Even buying yourself something special or investing in yourself and desiring to focus on growing consciously, spiritually, whatever aspect of you that you want, or creatively, whatever aspect of yourself that you would want to learn more or enhance. Going to college could buy you happiness, could be happiness, could not be. So there is an element that you can be happy with money. And so we're just kind of evaluate some of these and look at the layers of meaning so that we have freedom to understand what we're thinking and how we're relating to money. Another one that is an interesting one is save for a rainy day, right? You should have a nest egg, something that you can, a rainy day fund. Now, sometimes rainy days are beautiful. And if rainy day fund means you want to go to the rainforest on a trip, that makes a lot of sense. But we want to look at even just the way we say things and what energy we put into it, because the way we use save for a rainy day means when something bad and unexpected happens, we'll have the funds to address it. It does feel good to know that your needs are met even when things don't go well. But what if you changed that fund, just change the name of it to, say, your Yes Fund, right? And that Yes Fund could be your pocket of money that is there for you when a great opportunity comes along and you can say yes. It could be there for you when you found someone you wanted to support and you can say, yes, I'm going to donate to this. It could be there for you when your car breaks down and you can say, yes, I have everything I need to get this fixed or get a new car. So when we shift the vibration of how we deal with money, when we embrace it, if we've kept it outside of ourselves, if we bring it in and say, money is just energy. And in fact, it really is natural. It really is a part of nature. And nature provides everything I need. So if I keep it in connection with the natural flow of my life, then I will always have enough money for everything I need. Now, that might be triggering some beliefs for you that you want to reevaluate, some fears, because that ego, that primitive instinct to survive, may get triggered because it feels like money is outside of us. It feels like a power that has control over us and may dictate our life. If you are working a 40 or 60-hour day week, it's something you don't enjoy just so you have the money to have the pleasantries of life, to go on a trip once a year or to support a family, then it may feel like you're completely giving your power over to money. And that's why, to get in the flow, we want to bring it back in to our creation energy, to our heart, to the natural flow of abundance that we have. And we want to align with that abundance in our mind and in our heart. And that takes, it's an energy thing. It is an energy thing. And we're going to do a little guided imagery later to help with that energy. I highly recommend meditation and yoga, other things that will help align your energy and focus around bringing money into that centered flow. But in the meantime, I also just want to have you think about the essence, the abundance that is available to you in every moment, regardless of whether you are following the rules of money in our society. And really, there's a set of rules that people who don't have a lot of money are taught. And then there's a set of rules that people who do have a lot of money are taught. So we want to pay attention to what set of rules we're following and really choose the ones we want to align with, that believe that we really can have everything we want, even if we feel like our funds are limited. Remember that if you are feeling lack in your life right now, that experience right now, well, first of all, lack is an emotion that you're feeling. That's a choice that you're making. I have met millionaires who feel as if they are lacking or poor. They have a lack mentality. No matter how much money they get, they will never feel safe. They will never feel abundant until they address the inner issue of abundance, of safety, of desire, all of the emotional attachments that we have to survival, to abundance, to joy, to worthiness. That's in there. Now, we can also have people who don't have very much money in their bank accounts, and yet they are very, very abundant. And I have seen that as well. I've lived in periods of time. I'm a single mom who has chosen a career that is outside of the mainstream society. Since my children were young, I left mainstream work to start my own business. But even before that, when I was still in mainstream work, well, I also made the decision with my husband at the time to stay with the kids when they were younger primarily and work part-time. So that was a choice that I made. But in that moment, he also was having financial struggles in a business he owned. So that when my first child was born, we were very poor. And there were times when we didn't know if we were going to have enough money to pay to get food for our child. And anytime we would run into that, I would go into my pockets. I would go into my pockets of coats and jeans and all of that, and I would come out with the money we needed. And at that point, they were smaller amounts of money, but the idea was that, and my husband at the time kept saying, go do your magic pocket thing, right? So that believing that I would always have the amount, and those were small amounts, but as I grew and continued to choose to work, but to work in a field that it wasn't a natural check every week. So it was always flowing towards me. I had the great opportunity to learn to be in abundance with or without money, being in abundance when the money was flowing very abundantly towards me, and being in the flow of knowing that I am abundant and the universe has taken care of me in every moment. In all of these years, there has never been a moment that I wasn't able to meet my needs and my family's needs through the universe and the financial flow towards me. So being on the edge is sometimes something we create in order to experience that, right? That knowing I had nothing and I could go get in, out of a pocket the money I needed, that was small increments, but it allowed me to see that you can do that with bigger things. It broke it down for me. It made it so attentive. I was so attentive to that at that moment that I learned and then had to learn to stretch it out. Now, if you, whichever way you're flowing with the money, you want to just align with abundance, allow it to come in, but embrace your manifestations by going past it. Imagine what you want beyond the money. Although when we get back from this break, we're going to do one guided imagery, one meditation where we actually do focus on money. But most of the time, just think right past it. Let the universe decide how you're going to create it. So we'll be right back after this message, and we will dive into a guided imagery to help you embrace the financial flow.
You can find all the Satanic products at our Go shop on Soulivity at go.soulivity.com now. Shop for beauty products, skincare, hair care. It is all there at the Go shop. Go shop Soulivity.
All right, welcome back. Let's dive right into some guided imagery to help you align with your financial flow and continue to embrace abundance in every moment. Again, remember that when you're imagining and co-creating, you don't have to decide, you don't have to imagine the money first. You can just trust that whatever you need to create will be brought forth for you. It can be a gift, but it can also be money. Either way, we want to just bring it right into the flow of all the other manifestation, abundance, and co-creation that we're doing. So for now, I'd ask again that you close your eyes, and I will lead you towards a little imagination that will help you to get in a financial flow with money. All right. Okay, just close your eyes and sit comfortably if you can. Let all distracting thoughts fade away. And now imagine a beautiful light coming from above, golden rose sun, silver white moon pouring light down upon you. Feel it in every cell of your body. Feel the head, the facial muscles relaxing. As the light pours down, feel your throat opening. Allow the light to pour into your shoulders, relaxing the muscles as it moves down your arms and into your hands. And then fill that heart center with a beautiful golden rose and silver white light. And continuing down, move down into the solar plexus just below your rib cage as your emotions fall into harmony. And then into the creation center, your midsection, the core of your being. Feel that creation center opening up to receive. And then allow that light to move down your legs, into your knees and into your feet. And as you feel yourself completely filled with a beautiful light, let all distracting thoughts float away like puffy white clouds. They have no power over you. And in this space, I'd like you to see, feel, or imagine now that imagery of the life you desire. Pick one aspect of that. Something that you might think will cost you money or be influenced by money. Maybe it's your career or a trip that you're taking. Just imagine yourself stepping past the money. You can imagine the money as a wall, piled up like a wall that you need to walk through. And on the other side of it is the imagery of what you would like to create in your life. The house, the home, the abundance, the relationship, the travel, whatever it is. And when you come upon that wall of money, just push against it until it topples down. It's not as hard to push away, to cross over as you imagine. And as that wall of money that sometimes seems to block you from your desires tumbles down, allow it to turn to liquid gold in your imagination. Imagine it now turning into a rushing river of liquid gold. And watch as that river of gold, pure creation energy and abundance and prosperity pours into your vision, into the things that you wish to create, even things you hadn't thought of before, bringing it all in now, anything you desire, no matter what it is, no matter how it may or may not relate to your finances. Allow that golden liquid, thick golden liquid, to pour over it, to fill it. You can still imagine and see everything you desire, but it has this hue of golden liquid as it absorbs into it. And then it opens up even past what you're imagining now. And the more you think to create, the more you can desire, no matter what the want is. If the desire is to use the money to serve someone, if it's to buy something luxurious that you have always wanted, whatever it is for, there is no judgment. You have so much abundance, so many finances pouring into you, money just pouring towards you, prosperity is now flowing so deeply into you and everything you imagine, out into everyone that you care about. Liquid gold that came from the money wall, amplifying and creating more and more. The more you think of, the more you desire to create, the more liquid gold comes pouring into you. It is the natural flow of abundance towards you. And within that, every particle of that liquid gold represents money, finances, wealth, abundance. There is no limitation. Allow that flow to continue. Feel it continuing to move through your body, even so that your creation center opens. Your mind imagines more, far beyond what you ever imagined. And then feel it in every cell of your body. Allow every cell of your body to feel the prosperity, the abundance, the endless flow of financial support in every moment. All you have to do is desire, create, and if it is in your highest good, in alignment with that which you desire and the truest part of your core, of your heart and your creation center, it will amplify and pour towards you. And as you open your eyes, just feel that. Imagine this endless flow you have tapped into. It is more than the lottery because it just keeps coming. And the more you desire, the more the resources come for you. The more you say yes, the more the resources pour towards you. There is so much. Imagine you filled everything that you could imagine, and now you have baskets and containers and rivers just to gather up more of this wealth and abundance that's coming towards you. And the more you fill up a basket and pass it on, the more baskets appear and fill with it. The more containers overflow with the money and the liquid gold. It is coming to you so fast, you can't even pass it on fast enough. And the joy rises up, and you are free to create without limitation whatever you desire, with a complete trust that you will have your needs met. And the more you create, the more abundance will come to you. And you can choose to keep as much as you want and pass on even more. And if you choose to pass it all on, it simply fills up again. Allow yourself to feel that. Allow every cell of your body to imagine it, to receive it, to accept it, to desire it, to trust it. And then with your eyes open, think about your life now. Think about going through your day. And as you go through your day, imagine keeping this feeling, this flow, that you are free to say yes to whatever is in your highest good, your highest desire, without concern of limitations, of a money wall in front of you. Instead, it is all there to support you. And you know that every time you say yes to that which you desire, more and more abundance will come towards you. Breathe it in, and return to that feeling as you go through your day. Return to that feeling whenever you start to question or doubt. And remember that finances, money are just a human container for the abundance of nature that is providing for us in every moment of our life. And when we align with that abundance, when we feel that flow, when we remember it like a river that flows towards us, when we remember that we have always been provided for, and even if we can't see it, we don't have to, because we don't have to figure it out. When we are in alignment, we know, we trust, we continue to move forward in our desires, our imaginations, our beliefs, our co-creations. And at every moment that we step forward, we are provided for. Nice, right? That's just a step to opening to your abundant flow, your financial flow. And just remember that you can return to that feeling any moment. And whenever you start to feel lack, remember, that is from the past. Anything you're experiencing right now is from energy or decisions that you from your past. And so what you choose in this moment, especially in moments where you feel lack, is going to support you in moving forward. So the best time to say yes and to choose abundance and prosperity is when you're feeling lack. So switch it over, feel the golden liquid pouring through you, remember the abundance, and claim that life you desire. Have an amazing week, and return to us next week as we look at another aspect of manifesting and co-creating the life you desire and deserve. If you want to learn more about me, or how to get in touch with me to work with me individually, or to learn about the Consciously Awesome program that will be beginning on January 16th, just go to SheilaApplegate.com and you will be able to reach out to me and to learn everything that we have to offer to support you in your co-creation of your desired life.